Yo, what's up guys, it's Carly here from the Code Conspiracy, and in this tutorial I'm going to be setting up a Spry register form, keeping it simple yet effective. So in your design view you can come up to insert and insert a table, and this box pops up, and inside you want to say how many rows you want. I want about 4 rows and let's say 2 columns, and this will be pixels, and it'll be 1,000 pixels, and the cell padding will have 20 pixels. Then click enter, and nothing has popped up. Let me just insert that again. Click OK. There you go, it's popped up there. So in the register we're going to have the name. We're going to have username, password, email. Actually, no, we'll have repeat password. Then we'll have email, and then we'll have our submit button. Goes here. So we can put our cursor over this column divider and drag this over. And okay, so now we need to insert some text fields. We're going to be using Spry, which is in our insert panel. All of these things here. We can come up to insert and insert a Spry object, and we can insert a Spry validation text field. So if we click this, please save this document. Okay, we're going to save this as home.html. Input tag accessibility attributes. In HTML, you can give something an ID, a label, all of these things. These are quite helpful sometimes. But we're just going to click OK. We're not going to have anything. Yes, we'll add a form tag. But we come to the code and make sure that the form tag is surrounding the actual table itself. So you can see the opening form tag here. Come to the beginning of the table, which says table there. And we've got the end closing form tag. Drag it all the way down to where the table finishes. And we'll come to design, and there we go. You can see the red line now goes around the whole register form. So if we click on our name field and click this blue little area here, click that, and come down to the properties panel, and in the properties panel, we've got the type of data it is. You can have an integer, email address, date, time, credit, zip code, phone number, social security number, currency, real numbers, scientific notation, IP address, URL, or custom. But we're just going to have none, and we can. The preview states is we require a name. Sorry, so we're going to put required, and we can click validate on blur, which means as soon as they click away, it's going to validate it. And on change, you can have a minimum number of characters and a minimum number of integers and stuff, but we're just going to put minimum characters of, let's say, 8 to make it a strong one, and maximum characters of 20. The hint, you don't really need that unless you know what you're going to use that for. So username, we can insert another one. I'm just going to do the same, validate on blur and change, and make that required. And the minimum number will be 4 and the max will be 20. And the password, we can come up to insert, Spry, and Spry validation password. Click OK. And minimum letters, minimum numbers, minimum uppercase, minimum special characters. This all can be used if you want to make it a really good password so that no one can really hack it or guess it. But right now we're just going to say validate on blur and change and make the minimum characters of 8. And yeah, we'll just do that. And the repeat password, this is quite important. We can come up to insert, Spry, and Spry validation confirm. This can be used for anything you want to confirm in the fields. So you could use it for username or name. You just come down to hit this properties panel, and it says validate against, and you choose what you want to validate it against. So right now we've got it selected as password 1, which is this one up here. So we'll just click that and validate on blur and change and make that required. Our email, come up to insert, Spry, and text field. And remember, if we come down to type, we can click on the email address. Validate on blur and change and make that also required. So now we can also come down here and insert a submit button by coming to form and coming to button. Click OK, and the action is submit form. Value we could have register. So now if we go to live view, you can see our form is nicely set up here, and as soon as you click inside that, the box turns yellow. So the name, remember, it was like 8 characters long, so minimum number of characters not met. And it disappears when you've put more than 8 characters in. And when you click away from it on blur, it turns green. But say we didn't have any of that, we can click away and say we had like that. It says minimum number of characters not met, and it turns red. And it won't let you submit the form unless all of that is correct. So we'll just have username, whatever, or name, sorry. And then we'll have username here, whatever, password. Let's just say password of like hello world. And say we don't type that in, it's going to say the values don't match. So if we say hello world, it matches, so that one turns green as well. And if we don't type in an email address and you're trying to spam the thing, it says invalid format, which is helpful because we don't want our database spammed with no emails but just like random words. So if we say hi@mail.com, it notices that you've got an @ in there and a .com. Invalid format if you just have the @ but if you have .com or well something .com, it validates it. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. This is just a Spry validation form, which is quite helpful and quite useful, rather than using all of that in PHP to check all of it if it's like an email or anything like that. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and rate, and I'll see you in the next video.